Hi guys, happy December. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Or if you boycotted Black Friday, I hope you had a good boycott. I asked you guys to ask me some questions because I wanted to film a December Q&A because one of my New Year's resolutions is to get back into YouTubing. I've done it a bit and then I stop and then I do it a bit and then I stop. But now I'm finally at a point where I'm ready to just dive into it completely. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on my Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, things like that, and you did, so I'm just gonna read them off of my phone and just answer them. So question number 1. Daisy X Princess, aka Chelsea, asked me, what is your biggest fear? And I thought about that for a while, because she asked me a week ago. And I had to think about it really, because I'm not afraid of many things. Like, there are a lot of dislikes that I have, but I can't say that I'm afraid of many things. But honestly, to be completely honest, 100% honest, my biggest fear is like dying, but like the process of dying, because obviously I've never died before, so I don't know what it's like to die. Like the whole process of like my heart stopping, like my brain shutting down, and then crossing over to the afterlife. That would be my biggest fear, you know. I don't want to die, I want to be raptured. So that is my biggest fear. Number 2, Down to Earth 96, I love you, Farah. Assalamu alaikum to you. So, said, tell us 5 facts about you. 5 facts about me. 1, I am a fraternal twin. 2, pink is my favorite color, even though I wear black all the time. I love pink. 3, I like to read, like actual novels, but now I'm gravitating more towards like reading stuff online as opposed to like going and buying books and like reading them. I don't like to buy books and like take them home and read them because then they take up too much space. And so I like to just read stuff. I have a Wattpad account, so I just go on Wattpad and just read a bunch of stories and stuff. That's 3. Number 4. Wolves are my favorite animal, hence like my Instagram name. I love wolves, but I also love lamb. And I love pandas. And I love dogs, so if I could, I would have like those like 4. And I love deer, so I'd have all those pets in my house, but they would probably eat each other, so. And then number 5. I'm somewhat bilingual. I speak some Japanese, like enough Japanese to like conversate, as I have a YouTube video about it actually, about me speaking Japanese, but I do speak some Japanese. And that's 5 facts about me. And for some reason it's hard for me to like give facts about myself. When someone asks me, oh, tell me 5 things about you, I'm just like, so yeah. And my bro, Eventide Sky, whoa, I just literally butchered that. Eventide Sky asked me, which songs have majorly impacted your life, especially in terms of spirituality or my faith? What songs have impacted me? If I could list like 3, I would say number 1 is Red Sam by Flyleaf, and like majority, like all of Flyleaf songs, because their songs just, especially their old ones, just tell the story of my life and like my testimony in musical form, and just have shaped my spiritual growth 110%. Number 2 would be White Flag by For Today. That song is just like, it's so crazy. Like the first time I heard it and the lyrical content, I just like cried at their show. I was just like, oh my god, like how could somebody write something like this? Even though it's like metal screaming, a little bit of clean vocals, like it's just amazing. You need to hear it. And then number 3 would definitely be like, this sounds so cliche and I feel like every Christian says this nowadays, but I think that Oceans by Hillsong United? Hillsong, yeah, just in general, is just a really, really amazing song. And when that song came out, it was like during a time in my life where I was basically like in college and I was just really hating it. I didn't like it at all. I did a year at community college and I was just like, you know what, I felt God pulling me in a completely different direction, and I was like, God, I need to just trust you and like take me deeper where my faith is without borders. And really that song coming out at that time was just something that really just like shaped my faith, because it was something that I was like, God, this is a sign and I'm gonna trust you and just like do what you told me to do, because he's told me to do very specific things with my life, and those are things that, you know, maybe you don't know that some people may think are weird or whatever, but I'm just gonna trust God and see where he gets me, like Abraham. So yeah, those are some songs that definitely shaped my fate. Florb11, I miss you and I love you so much. I love you and Mike. She asked me who is cooler, Florb LL or the real Mike Longo. And the answer to my question is Bobby Shmurda. He's cooler than the two of you combined. But I love you guys, and I'll see you next time I'm in the city. Stay awesome, guys, and do the shmoney dance. Do the shmoney dance all the time. Okay, and Mikey Fish 11 asked me, who is your best white male friend from Austin, Texas? And it's him, because he is my best male white friend from Texas, from my hometown. If you guys don't know, I'm from Austin, Texas. Lived there for 10 years. I've lived in Massachusetts for 9 years. It's going to be 9 years around Christmas time, and I'm West Coast bound. I'll just leave it at that, and then after that, Japan bound. So, yeah, I'm pretty much a nomad right now, but Mikey Fish is bae, and yeah, he's bae. Here, that's just, I'm sorry to every other guy who's in my life, who's my friend, or who I have a crush on, or who I talk to. Mikey is just bae, and he's just always gonna be bae, and that's just what it is. So, yeah, and he also asked, why are pizzas round, but pizza boxes aren't? And obviously, Mikey, you've never tried a rustic pizza, because a rustic pizza is actually like square shaped and cut into like 30 pieces, and it's maybe it's a Massachusetts thing, I don't know, because the first time I ever had a rustic pizza was here in like, well, in Massachusetts, so maybe they don't have those in Texas, I don't know. So I got asked, is this recording? Yeah, it is, because it cut out earlier, but I got asked how I started singing and screaming, and I am not going to go into that, because that is part of my testimony, and that is a completely different video, and it's going to take all night to talk about, or at least a good hour to talk about, so I'm not going to talk about how I got started singing and screaming. I'll just